Hello, my fellow Canadians. I'm Dave Leduc, born in Canada, French Canadian. I'm a world champion in bare knuckle fighting, but firstly, I'm a patriot of my country, and I'm making this message to hold my hat off to everybody that's in the streets all around the world and in the streets of my home and native land in Canada, Ottawa. I am incredibly moved by what I'm seeing right now, the awakening of the population, and I am I am very surprised because I've been involved in the movement against this sanitary dictatorship that's been coming forward in the past years, and I am beyond words to see the awakening of the world population right now, and this message is to to Justin Trudeau and his member of parliament, cabinet, entourage. It's still time to join the people. Right now, in front of the parliament, in the streets of Ottawa, there's a lot of people. It's funny how a fringe minority have, like the Prime Minister said, a fringe minority has needed a state emergency. So it looks like it wasn't a fringe minority after all, right? It was a little bit bigger than that. And people that support Justin Trudeau, people that are members of his team, you still have time right now. The lifeline is there to go in the streets, to go talk to the people, give them hugs, say you were sorry, and you know what? They will accept it. They will understand that you've been dragged into that circus. You've been dragged into that sanitary propaganda fucking circus in the last couple of years, and they will understand. And it's not too late. They will accept, and they will accept you. But if you decide to push forward, to continue to support this insanity, because by the way, this is not a temporary thing. If this does not stop, we're going into a full-on sanitary dictatorship with unbelievable control that would make salivate the biggest dictators in history, with virtual identity, physical identity, all merge into one, and controlling your bodily, what you inject in your body, controlling your identity, everything. And if you do not comply, you will be in trouble. You will lose rights. You will lose access to certain premises. So this is your last chance to leave the boat, say you're sorry. These excuses will be accepted. But if you continue, push forward, you will face the consequences of your actions. You will go down with the ship with Justin. You will go down and you will be remembered to be on the wrong side of history. And you don't want to be that person. We only have one life to live. As far as we know, we only have one life. And you're either going to be remembered as a hero or as a coward. And right now, there's a lot of cowards. There's a lot of people that are very coward. People that, like Justin, have sold their soul to the World Health Organization and the master puppeteer Klaus Schwab and their globalist agenda, which is it's not a conspiracy. It's happening. They want to make they have their view of the world that they wish to impose on us, and they have placed their things very well over the past couple of years, and now it's in full effect. They have used this crisis. You know what they say: never waste a good crisis. In either a war, in economic crisis, sanitary crisis, you never lose a good crisis, because it's an incredible opportunity to get what you want. And right now, They want a big reset, a big change. I'm telling you guys, this is your last chance. For those who don't know, I've been involved in organizing protests and in Montreal, and I've been a big proponent, being trying to push back for my home and native land, and big proponent of freedom and to protect their rights. I've spoken in front of Parliament Hill. I've spoken at rallies. I've organized protests in Montreal. I've got detained for not wearing a mask outside. I've received tickets for not wearing a mask outside in the middle of winter, just in the middle of a park. $1,500 for not wearing a mask outside. I've been, the protests, we had thousands and thousands of people in the streets of Montreal. But I, to be honest, felt very disappointed, the lack of support, the movement. To be honest, I think I was a bit in advance. I was about 2 years in advance. This was in 2020. I was a bit in advance. I kind of lost hope into the people. I thought they were complying to the end. They're going to comply. And now I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the Freedom Convoy in Ottawa, and people joining this from all different spheres of society. It's so inspiring, and I want to give my hat off to everybody that's going to the street, that's going outside and holding the line. And this is the message: hold the line. They don't have anything else right now. They're in panicking. The fringe minority is making the people in power panic. A peaceful, beautiful occupation of our streets. Because remember, guys, and that's the key, we own these streets. We own these buildings. We, the people, own the power. We, the people, have put these people in charge of our finances as a country. We, the people, have given the rights to police officers to bear arms, to have guns. We, the people, are deciding that you are employed. But we, the people, can take it back when we want. And that's exactly what's happening. The people are not happy. The people are tired. And Justin Trudeau and your team of elite traitor will pay for that at one point, I promise you. It's not, maybe it's not today, maybe it's not tomorrow, but one day you will pay for that. You will be held accountable for your actions and what the harm you've done to the babies, the kids, the parents, the economy, people. I've been part of this movement since the beginning, and I am beyond impressed and what's happening. And I was disgusted about the GoFundMe. Justin, you're such a pussy. I cannot believe what you've done. And now I've saw that the state emergency was dictated. It was asking for police officers to remove gas, again, on no basis whatsoever, to remove gasoline from these truckers for a lawful, peaceful protest, civil disobedience. And I saw this video of a clip, I shared it on my page, that people were coming with gas canisters by the thousands. This is massive. This is really something I've been waiting for the past 2 years. But like, again, I was a bit in advance. This is something that, this is bigger than I thought. This is the people waking up. People coming with gas canisters, coming into the streets so people don't know who holds gasoline, to support the truckers, to support the farmers, to support everybody that's in there. This is massive, and I don't know who thought about this, but hats off. This is the biggest thing so far, I would say, since our modern Canada history. I think this will go down in history as one of the biggest movement. I don't think we quite realize how powerful that is when the people of Canada, vaxxed or unvaxxed, or whatever ethnicity you are, or whatever religion you are, everybody comes together and says, we have enough of this elitist government, this traitor government. This will go down in history. And you have a choice right now watching this. Are you going to be on the right side of history? If you're in a position of power, and if this goes to anybody, are you going to be on the right side of history? Are you going to be on the side that says, I I want coercion. I support coercion. I support uh, the division. I support all these negative things, this fear mongering that's been happening. Are you on that side, or on the side of love, compassion, help, freedom, rights? Because if we don't have rights, guys, you don't have nothing. And these truckers, these farmers, these miners, these people in the street, these civilians, just people supporting, they're not fighting for themselves. They're fighting for the country. They're fighting for rights, the rights as a whole, for everybody, even the ones that are anti-protest. You're fighting for you guys. Because if you don't have right as a country, you have nothing. And they're rewriting rights as we speak. They've been doing it. They've been doing it the entire time. They've been rewriting. They've been trying to pass decrees, and they're, if you were not following the narrative, you cannot see your children. They can choose to inject your kid if you don't, because they can deem you uh, a dissident. They can deem that you're a conspiracy theorist. They can deem whatever you want, whatever they want, with the law and the media on their side. And now at that point, you don't own your kid anymore. You don't own their body anymore. You can't even own yours anymore. At one point, if this doesn't stop right now, never give up. Hold the line, because this is the last stand. I firmly believe this is the last stand. They tried to break the convoy. They tried by calling the state of emergency. They tried to remove the gasoline. They tried they're gonna try other things too, by the way. They try with a GoFundMe, if I said it. They try, but the people keep holding the line, peacefully holding the line, and they're panicking. Where's the prime minister right now? Where is he? There's millions of people right now asking to speak to him. The population, the people that pay his salary, is $400,000 salary a year, and his lavish vacations and his $100,000 trip to there, and the people that pay for all that, they're asking for a meeting. They're asking to speak to you. This is disgusting. What's happening? Freedom is not given. You have to ask for it. You have to take it. Otherwise, they will never give it to you, especially when they take rights away from you. Remember in times of war, when they were implementing tax, and they never stop it. It was all these temporary measures in times of crisis. They're rarely given back. They rarely go back to normal. And I'm telling you guys, right now, the people of the world and Canada have been oppressed in many different ways, coerced in many different ways. But an oppressed population, oppressed people don't stay oppressed forever. So again, people that are in the entourage of Justin, his cabinet, his team, you have time to say, you know what? I'm sorry. It's too much. I cannot support this. And it's starting. It's too much. I cannot support this. I will go on the right side of history. You know what? We will take care of you. We are paying the taxes. We are paying for everything, the roads, the money comes from us. We will, together as a country, we are strong. And right now it's way beyond whatever we've believed. It was way beyond when I organized protests, when it was only 20,000 people. Now the country has spoken. The country is speaking right now. They're occupying the streets. And from what I see, from what I read, they're ready to stay for a long fucking time. So if you're in the entourage of Trudeau, the Liberal Party, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's beyond parties anymore. Go say, I'm sorry. Join the people, because the people have the power. Like I said, we have the power to put people in power, and we have the power to put them out of power as well. Police are on the side of the people. Military on the side of the people. Truckers are on the side of people, and we want them, because we have around 3 days of supply in Loblaws and grocery stores around the country. When there's no truckers, there's no food. Farmers are joining the protest. It's not a protest anymore. It's a siege. It's a peaceful siege. It's an occupation of our parliament, the people's parliament. So this is not temporary. It never was. It was never 2 weeks to flatten the curve. It never was. And I said it since the beginning. And it's okay. Some people realize it faster than others. I realized it right away after a month of like, whoa, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. I hate this. Doesn't make sense. They're using that crisis. They're using that to get to their means. If you're just realizing it right now, like, you know what, I got 2 shots and I don't want the third one. I'm tired of this. I think I'd like to reach. I think I have enough of this masquerade. Well, that's perfectly fine, and you are not looking down upon if you have enough now. Everybody is together right now. There's no division. They try to divide us, divide and conquer. A population is way easily controlled when they're trying to divide us, and they've been trying to divide us to put people that are pro this against pro that and try to divide everybody, but that's not working anymore. Everybody's fed up. So I'm reading your comments right now. I never would have thought to see this amount of people in the streets of Ottawa right now, streets of the national capital. After organizing the protest in Montreal in Parc La Fontaine, with around 20,000 people spoken in there. So I spoken to the police officers, got detained. I never thought that I would see that in my own eyes right now. What's happening, and I'm watching this, and I'm inspired. I had goosebumps when I saw the people coming with the canisters. When I spoken at a rally in front of Parliament, there was nobody. There was maybe 100 people, let's say 200 people, and I said, this is for our future generation. This is selfless, guys. Like, yes, we might live another 70 years, 60 years, cool, but this is a pivotal moment in our country's history. That you, even if you don't want to live in Canada for the rest of your life, just is the last stand, the Great Awakening. Hold the fucking line. If you're watching this right now and you're like, I'm tired of all this, I'm tired of this masquerade, I'd like to go back to normal. And or you've been living normally, but you didn't tell anybody because you're afraid of public shaming, because it's all it was, right? It's always been just public shaming, turning the people against the people, and they were laughing in the back. If you're tired of this, join them. Go join. Go talk to them. There's power in numbers. Remain peaceful. Remain smiling, because the first thing they want is chaos. That's what they want. They've been trying to create chaos, and they've done it for the last couple of years. But they want chaos because then they have an excuse to bring the strength. But right now it's just the population saying we have enough. Kids smiling, they have coffee, and they're shoveling the streets, picking up garbage. There's nothing they can do. If they do it, then they're the oppressor. They are the bad people. So they can't. That's why they can't move in. Hold the fucking line. This is the people regaining power of their country. All the fucking chairs, the computer they write on, the TV, the buildings, the office chair, everything is owned by the people. They don't own nothing. They're nothing without us. Be respectful. Be kind. Know your rights. Hold the line. And I am incredibly proud. I never thought I would say that again, but this video I saw with the citizen of Ottawa coming with canisters of gas, some empty, some full, I guess. This video made me proud to be Canadian. So I'm saying an oppressed population will not stay oppressed forever. And if you think still think ça va bien aller, if you still think it's gonna, it's 2 weeks or another month to flatten, or it's another variant, let's just take another shot for the other variant, the other Omicron, whatever it is now. I don't even follow the news anymore. If you still think that it's gonna be okay, it's just a one little more effort. That's all they want. They just want to keep it running until the next election, that until they can, modify even more rights, even more decrees, and they can get even more deeper into their globalist agenda. And if you don't know there's an agenda behind it, well, wake up. Wake the fuck up. Open your eyes. There is an agenda to implement a very, very specific system to control all of us. I want to salute you all. I see a lot of Canadian flag. I see a lot of people saying proudly Canadian. I see a lot of people saying, talking French because I'm French. Je veux dire, chapeau à tout le monde. Merci de tenir tête à ce gouvernement oppressif. Ça me donne beaucoup d'espoir parce que j'ai organisé des manifestations en 2020. J'ai parlé en avant du Parlement. J'ai fait des vidéos, j'ai ouvert des pages Facebook, j'ai fait des vidéos, j'ai fait des posts. Je me suis présenté où est-ce que je peux me présenter, puis je voyais pas l'engouement de la population encore. Là, je le vois, puis c'est beau à voir. Guys, patriots all around the country are waking up. Patriots that actually have died for our Charter of Rights, like Louis-Joseph Papineau. A lot of people back in the days, they got hanged for speaking their mind. Well, right now, this is a time to honor their death. Even if they don't know, even if there's no life after that, just by principle, they died for us to be able to have rights. And if you're letting these rights go away on the pretext of a virus, on the pretext of this is not sufficient enough, it's not okay. Don't let these businessmen, these elite oligarchs try to sneakily take you away from your rights, because I'm telling you, history has shown us over and over again that once rights are taken away, they don't give it back. And right now, it will be the end if we don't hold the line. So you have all my support. I'm currently away for my sport in Europe, but I fucking love to see what I see. And you guys are giving me goosebumps. Hold the line. Talk to you soon.